Hey, what's up, family? This is James from Non Free Project, and I wanted to reach out to you today. I know it's been a while, but I'm not going to take a long time. I just want to get right into what I want to talk about because of the foolishness that's going on when it comes to dealing with my boy Ben Carson, my man, the Dr. Ben Carson. And, I haven't decided who I'm voting for. I didn't vote in the last election because there was just a whole bunch of foolishness in the last election. I'm sorry. I wasn't going to spend my time voting for anyone, especially B.O. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I wouldn't vote for that man anyway, I'm not even going there. So my brother Ben Carson, right now I'm feeling him. I'm feeling, Ted Cruz and all that kind of stuff, but this is not about, my political vote or who I plan on voting for. What I did want to do is just make an observation that I noticed when it comes to dealing with Dr. Ben Carson. Why is the black community so quiet? Although the media has been attacking Ben Carson on little things, when he made the conversation about the Egyptian pyramids, when he made the conversation about, him stabbing somebody, and the stories didn't seem like they matched up and all that kind of stuff. When he made this, the conversation about homosexuality or transgender and all of those things, he's said some things that the media has jumped on him and tried to comfort him a little bit on the side, just a little side eye, but no one said anything. No one from the black community, black think tanks, and all of these pro-black radicals and that get on these news shows and try to go in and really. Let's put it like this. If it was Barack Obama, they would all be on CNN crying racism, all that kind of stuff. But as soon as we got a black Republican who potentially could be the next president, the way things are going, this dude is knocking it out now, but potentially could be the next president, it's quiet. Although the media is trying to jump on this man, it's quiet. And now the thing that I heard today was that the latest thing is that Ben Carson now trying to appeal to the young black voters by putting out a rap ad, this rap song and all that kind of stuff. No, Ben Carson didn't necessarily put that out. Let's just get down to what really happened. There's an aspiring rap artist. He calls himself an aspiring mogul. He's Christian. He's a rapper. He has his side business. He has businesses as well. And so the young man had wrote the song, and he's a Republican. So he wanted to go ahead and submit that to, he thought he would go ahead and submit that to the campaign manager for Ben Carson. And he did that. And it just so happened that the campaign manager liked the video. He liked the song. And so they added it to their Facebook page. And so he decided to go ahead and make the full version, quote unquote, ad. And they went ahead and put it on their Facebook page and promoting it. Now, is this a song to try to get black people to like Ben Carson? Not necessarily. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with them doing that, because it's called marketing. Now, when you're trying to appeal to a certain market, you make the product or whatever you're trying to push to those people, appeal to them in various ways, be it emotional, be it that is something that we can all identify with, be it skin color, be it cultural, whatever it may be. You use marketing skills, and trust me, when the Super Bowl comes on, those 30-second spots cost millions of dollars, and they use those spots creatively and in a sense to try to get people to buy their product. And they spend millions and millions and millions of dollars to make sure that they can connect with the people based on certain demographics and based on this and based on that. I mean, it's amazing. Marketing is an amazing business. So with that being said, if this is what they are trying to do, which they're saying that he's saying that his intent was not trying to make this necessarily for quote unquote the black community. He just wanted to make a rap song, just like I remember. Check this out. When B.O. went to the NAACP luncheon or something like that, he during his campaign, I think it was during his campaign, or he had already been elected, whatever. He started singing Al Green. Why, babe, I'm so in love love with you. Yeah, I can't sing, so I'm not even going to try. But with that being said, he sang that, and boy, everybody just went in, and oh my gosh, he was singing Al Green. He's so cool. He like Jay-Z. He listened to Beyonce. Michelle Obama, she down with Beyonce and all that kind of stuff. Baby, please. See, that's what cracks me up. See, black people, I love my people. I really do. Don't get me wrong. I love my people, but I'm telling you, we have been so quiet. Now, Ben Carson does this, and he's getting a lot of flack. Now, granted, I will say this. The song is not all that cool. I mean, I don't particularly like it. It's okay. It's 30 seconds, and I'll try to add the link down below the video. It's a SoundCloud 30-second clip. And it's probably going to be on YouTube. I'm sure that it is. But anyway, no one is saying anything about, no one saying anything about how the media is attacking Dr. Ben Carson and making jokes about him and his little rap song. But as soon as Barack Obama, when he was coming out with his campaign, I mean, will.i.am, Alicia Keys, all these people, they're making songs for Barack. I mean, even Smokey Norfolk, gospel singing artist, incandescent, talented. My goodness, even he made a song talking about we can get in the White House. We didn't think we was going to make it into the White House, but we did. And you see what happened to the church now that Barack Obama's in the White House. He played the church, the black church, like fools. He played the black church like fools. Evangelical black people, he played y'all like fools. That's just the truth. Now that he got up in there, now he's pushing all this gay agenda and releasing all these gay demons, painting the White House in the gay agenda colors. I mean, come on. And then now y'all sitting back like, wait a minute, what we do? Anyway, you got played. Just admit it, you got played. And now y'all trying to figure out and scramble, okay, who we going to vote for now? You want to stay Democratic, so you can't vote for Ben Carson, but you have a black man and you might have a white woman now. And don't even get me on Roland Martin. I can't deal with Roland Martin. Roland Martin gets on my nerves. That man will lick and lap anything black as soon as he hears about their running for, and Hillary Clinton is one of the worst things that can ever happen to the black community. Oh my God. It's ridiculous. She's one of the worst things that could ever happen. But black people, she's Democratic. She's a Clinton there. So she already has half a shoe in, so now she just need to get that little pump heel the rest of the way in. Although she's a huge supporter of gay rights. She's a huge supporter, just like Bill, of abortion, which is killing so many black babies in the womb. But yet and still, we are going to push this woman simply because she's really Democratic and not even think about what Dr. Ben Carson could potentially do. And I'm not saying simply because you vote for him because he's black. No, look at the issues. Look at the issues and look at them openly. That's why it just drives me crazy when African Americans get on these sites and they start going in on Republicans, but they're not looking at stuff objectively, really. And especially black Christians. I'm sorry, I don't mean to go, especially black Christians. We saw Barack Obama and we just lost our minds. And he has been the worst thing that could happen to the church, period. That man is not a Christian. Y'all stop playing that game. He can throw that out there all day long and he can huck and buck and shive and jive and play those games and sing a Jay-Z song and sing some Al Green. Y'all, come on. See, I'm losing my breath and getting my blood pressure all high over this. Getting back to the point, and I'm not even talking about, anyway, Dr. Ben Carson, check it out. He has there's a rap song made by this young man who really just wanted to get a message across to black men and the disenfranchisement of black men and how we can get more black men in the schools and being moguls and all that kind of thing, those kinds of things. So that's really what the song is about, and hoping to inspire people. Yes, he's Christian. Yes, he's a Republican as a rapper, but he wants to inspire African Americans to look at the Republican Party and not just be so blind for the Democratic Party and lead yourself to slaughter. Yeah, slaughter. Anyway, going to Houston. Houston is cutting the food. No, it's not Houston. Shout out to the people of Houston. The people of Houston did the right thing. They shut down that HERO bill. What is it? Human Equality rights something, I don't know. But anyway, that foolishness where it allows a man to go into a woman's bathroom and a woman to go into the men's bathroom. If you identify as a transgender, you identify with the opposite gender and all that kind of foolishness. That's the stupidest thing, to allow a man to go into women's bathrooms and boys to go into girls' bathrooms and all that kind of stuff. And then there's another thing I just read the other day where this woman was fired from her job because this 6-year-old child, the parents are identifying, and I'm going to get back to Houston, but the parents see that the child is experiencing gender identity disorder. That's what it really is. It's a psychological issue. The child is experiencing gender identity disorder. So the girl wants to go to school and sometimes be addressed as a boy, sometimes being addressed as a girl. And the parents stated to the school that they want their daughter to be addressed as she and whatever the boy name is. And they cut her hair to make her look more like a boy. But they are saying, but this one lady who was fired from her job because she wouldn't do it. She said, "No, she's like, I'm not doing that." And she was like, "Well, some days the girl, she wants to be identified as a girl. Some days she wants to be identified as a boy. What do you want to do?" And the kids don't know what to do. And the kids may tease her about looking like a boy, but she's like, but the little girl goes in saying she's a girl. So you see, the child is really experiencing gender identity disorder, and the parents themselves ought to be ashamed of themselves for pushing that foolishness on that child, in that the child is not a boy, the child is a girl. Now, whatever you need to do to solidify in that child's mind who they are in their gender and to make them more comfortable, then you go through whatever counseling that you need to go through. But the truth be told, trying to resolve the issue by confusing the child more by calling them she and by calling this girl a boy and using the pronoun of he, you are making the situation worse. And I can't believe we're in a society now that we are at this place. And I said this a long time ago. I made a video about this. The transgenders are coming. Look it up. I will connect it to this video as well. The transgenders are coming. You cannot redefine marriage, and you cannot put homosexualism of America and make it a norm without opening the door for other things to come behind. There's a video out there, and I should probably connect this video too, where there's a man who identifies as a parrot. He identifies as a parrot, and he has went through body mutilation to make himself look like a parrot. He has crushed his head in. He had his ears cut off. He wants to get his nose turned into a beak. So now are we supposed to pass laws now to protect this man who obviously has a mental disorder, who obviously has a mental issue, but yet we are celebrating people like Caitlyn Jenner and, Bruce Jenner, who wants to act like a woman, who wants to identify as a woman, get breasts put on, keep his man parts at the bottom. So apparently there's an issue going on right there up here. Body mutilation doesn't take care of that. And there are so many scientists that have come out and said that does not take care of the issue up here, because after that, the issue still exists up here. The DNA doesn't change. Your chromosomes do not change when you cut off or you add to your body. It doesn't change. So you're still the gender that you were born as. And that stupid verbiage of gender assignment when you were born. Yeah, I remember what they said on, what's that guy's name who's on that Orange is the New Black? And I say guy because you're a guy. Laverne Cox. I ain't even going into all that. Yeah, you're a dude. But anyway, gender reassignment when you were born. No, that's what you got. That's what it is. My goodness. See, y'all, you're getting me all upset. Anyway, going back to Houston. I got to cut this short. Houston, shout out to the people. And now let me tell you, this is how bad the LGBT get on people. And this is how untolerating that they are. Because the people voted not to pass this ordinance, now they are trying to get the Super Bowl taken away from Houston for 2017. How evil is that? You see what I'm saying? How evil is that? So if they can't get laws passed to normalize their psychosis and their issues, then they're going to come after you. They'll come after you hard. And financially, trust me, they will pull out of a business real quick. You see what happened to these bakeries and these photographers that's being charged and these wedding chapels and all that kind of stuff. They will come at you and come at you hard. But this is the society that we made. People can't have an opposing opinion and not be denigrated for it, not be beat up for it, not be taken down for it simply because they don't agree with a lifestyle based on their biblical, their Christian, Judeo-Christian convictions. I'm sorry. the homosexualizing of America is ruining this country and is ruining freedom of speech. This tolerance goes one way. So as you can see, the LGBT, now they're trying to shut down Houston for 2017 Super Bowl. And they literally, the head of the HRC literally reached out to the head of this of Super Bowl. Those are the kind of connections that they have. Church, it's time to wake up. I mean, you can't be a silent giant all the time. You got to go out there, and there's got to be an army of people that will fight and do what needs to be done. I mean, the fact of the matter is, there is a social war. There's a social battle that's going on, and it's happening in the spirit. But we're seeing a manifestation here in the earthly realm, in the physical realm. So we got to pay attention to what's really going on. You know, God is watching, I'm telling you. But God is still in control. No matter what all this foolishness goes down, Dr. B and Carson, don't let the media get you down, because I know they're trying to pick on you simply because you're black. They're picking on you because you're the front runner now. So they're going to nitpick you, but yet black people are quiet. When normally if it was Barack Obama, we'd be all over the news talking about racism, racism, racism. Now, but Houston, you did a good thing. People of Houston, shout out to you. You did a good thing. And you know what? Y'all, we need to pray for this woman who lost her job. I wish I had her name. I'm going to look it up. Maybe I'll try to put it in the notes at the bottom. But she recently, lost her job because she stuck to her conviction. She decided not to call the girl a boy. Come on. Why would she lie to that little girl and confuse her anymore? That blood is going to be on her hands. Just confusing that little life. Anyway, this is James from Non Free Project. I'm about to go get me something to eat. Y'all have made me lose my voice. It's not y'all. It's just this foolishness that goes on in this world. But but it is the world. So what can you do? What can we say about that? That's what the world does. But I guess my thing is, we can't be silent and we can't be quiet. Oh, which, by the way, speaking of not being silent and quiet, I got the phone call back. So we're about to do big things. Anyway, we'll see. So in December, I'll be flying out somewhere and some stuff is going down. Praise God for it. I'm telling you, praise God for it. And it's just an opportunity, to God be the glory for everything that he is doing and has done. All right, this is James from Non Free Project. We are signing off. And as always, Jesus Christ is Lord. Peace.